Good afternoon, everybody. I know it's been a while, but we've been up to a lot of things this winter. We're getting back in action. This is my beautiful Angel's new KLX300R, and we're going to get out and have a lot of fun. I've got the matching bike to this, but what we found is loading them into the trailer in order to fit the ATV with them, we had to pick up and scoot the back ends out as far as we can. So I found this online at tugger.com, and basically it's a rear lift strap. I believe it's going to go from here to here. On this particular bike, I think that's the place that'll be fitting it best. Otherwise it would be down in the frame, depending on the model. But they have a applicable per bike. Again, tugger.com. So it'll give us a strap right here to lift it up and scooch it over rather than grabbing the muddy rim. So we'll get the install started and let you know how it goes. The Tugger strap, and your attachment points obviously are here, and on this particular bike, the Kawasaki KLX300, these seat mounting bolts actually attach directly to the frame, and we'll take that off real quick. Now they're going to give you a bunch of extra washers and nylons, extenders and stuff, so we'll see which ones we need when we get the ball rolling here. What they're going to do is keep this out away from the edge of the seat and stuff, and from crushing the plastic. So we'll pop this off real quick. Okay, and here's a little black washer that's in your plastic. So you don't want to lose that, so make sure it stays in there. It's actually embedded to some degree, so be sure, like I say, you don't lose it. Then on your seat, you want to pull up on the back here a little, and it'll move your plastics around a little and maybe freak you out, but it's nothing. Then slide it back, because it's hooked underneath this right here. Okay, this metal, and so that's where you're going to want to reinsert it as well. All right, so now what we have is you can see here that the bolts we're going to put in are directly attached to the frame. So that's what we want, since we physically will be picking the bike up. So I was just verifying that more than anything. And so now with our strap, I'll put the seat back on, then we'll go ahead and bolt them back in for my. Okay guys, so on this bike, this nylon bushing, the black one, seems to be the best as far as keeping the strap out past the edge of the seat and giving me good coverage. So I'm going to use the factory Kawasaki bolt, stick it right through there, and the strap we'll put on the outside here. Here we see in there lined up. Our trusty 4mm. Try not to cross thread it, just get it nice, easy started. And obviously there's no torque spec, so be reasonable with yourselves on this, guys. You're just going to have to break in the plastic stuff, so just give it a good and snug fit. And there's your Tugger. So what we're going to do is adjust the length of it, and then we'll cut the extra off and then burn it with a cigarette lighter so that it doesn't unravel. But it's going to be much nicer, I'm pretty sure, for loading these in the trailer. So we'll get it adjusted and start burning things up. Maybe I could drip the hot plastic on the seat. Ended up trying to adjust it with it on the bike. It's a massive pain. So I think adjust it off the bike. So on this particular, the way we mounted it up, the way it's supposed to be mounted, this is the passenger side. So I'm backing this bolt out real quick, and then we'll do the adjusting here in a reasonable fashion rather than trying to do it like a, man, it was crazy the way we had it there. So we can shrink it up here, just to save ourselves 3,000 hours of time, or maybe a little bit of exaggeration. Oh, and I mentioned earlier we may cut this and burn it with a cigarette lighter, but we don't smoke, so we probably will burn it with a birthday candle lighter or something like that, or a blowtorch. Okay, so there's your Tugger. It's all installed. Use the blowtorch and burn the end off it so it won't frazzle. It was obviously a very fast job, and but I think this is going to be real nice for us guys to be able to pick the bike up, scooch it around, you know, just tugging it here and there instead of trying to come up with some grabbing the tire and wheel assembly. So when we go to load it on the trailer, I think we're going to be really using this it's going to save us a lot of time and effort. So A+ for the Tugger.